This video I'm recording is different from the theme of my other videos. This is sometimes I feel the need to reflect on thoughts that come to my mind as a result of places that I visit. And before you, those of you who are quick to judge and jump at my throat and accusing me of being on one side or another, let me tell you, I'm in Frankfurt, Germany, and I have, those who are familiar with my videos, you know that I circle the globe on a regular basis. I'm in Frankfurt, Germany, and I've been to a lot of major cities in the Western Europe and elsewhere. But speaking particularly of Western Europe, if I tell you that in the past 24 hours I've seen maybe a total of 6 or 7 German persons, I would be not exaggerating. The rest are immigrants. Now, I'm in the vicinity of the central train station, and typically train station is where immigrants congregate. But I want to tell you what I think. I think that, and I agree, what's been said about immigrants. There are two kinds of immigrants. You cannot deny. There are two kinds of immigrants. No matter what your sentiments and feelings are about past colonizations of Europe or whatever, that doesn't matter. That is irrelevant to what I'm about to say. You cannot deny that there are two kinds of immigrants. Those who contribute to the country that they're visiting in one form or another. Maybe they're fruit pickers, maybe they're specialized, high-skilled, high-risk surgeons. Doesn't matter. They, in one form or another, contribute. They come because the country that they were from did not have the facilities to appreciate their skills. So they're coming to this country's, another country that they could contribute to and make a better life for themselves. Then there are those immigrants who come for the sole purpose of taking advantage of the services that are available in a country they have zero contribution to, and actually taking away from those who worked all their life and paid into the system, so that when they retire at age 65 they could get some social services and funds back from the government as it was promised to them. And I don't think I need to tell you which immigrants are more welcomed and appropriate and which immigrants are not. But from what I see, and before you jump to any conclusions, I mean, what you're seeing right now is a live picture of Frankfurt, Germany in mid-August of 2023. When I say immigrants, there are immigrants there are Russian immigrants in Finland, there are Afghani immigrants in Iran, there are Ukrainian immigrants in Germany, there are Syrian immigrants in Norway. So take your pick, fill in the blanks. Don't think that I'm zeroing in on one and not leaving other. Regardless of what immigrants to what country, there are always two kinds. Those who contribute in one way or another and are welcomed and make their host country a better place. And there are those who just come there to commit crime, rape, and really have no place being welcomed. Now, I cannot honestly help, and I would be lying to you if I, based on what I see, is if I didn't tell you that I feel that the situation is pregnant with inevitable severe reaction and backlash, just like the kind we experienced in 1939. It is a fact of life that when a pendulum goes to one extreme, it will eventually goes to another extreme. Just take the example of San Francisco, United States. Up to about 2 years ago, it was a place where people were literally fighting to find a place to live. If 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, 5 people would live in a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom apartment, and they would be happy to do so. They would be happy to stay in the living room and pay $2,000 a month just to share a place, a 1-bedroom place and a bathroom with 4 other people. Now they couldn't give those apartments away. They could not give those apartments away, and people are are leaving that city en masse. Just to give you an idea about the pendulum shifting from one to another. Now, in Europe, you have a situation where you can go to any major European capital and not see the residents and citizens of those countries, visibly in the first 24 hours or 48 hours that you're there, only if you refer to some government offices and higher positions in jobs and companies that you may see the actual locals. What I want to say in this video is that I cannot help but to think, actually, let me rephrase that by saying I will be surprised if there isn't a violent backlash. And the violent backlash source would be those citizens of those countries who says, wait a minute, I am just not going to take this anymore. I worked for 30, 40, 50 years. I put into the system, and now you're giving the money that is my right to refugees who came here yesterday, with young, able-bodied refugees. And not only are they not working and contributing to my country, but they are actually taking services, free housing, and also committing crimes of all sorts in these countries. No matter where you're from, no matter what country you're from, no matter from which you emigrated to what country, if you deny this, then you are closing your eyes to facts. Regardless of what this history of colonization and all that is, that I don't need to hear. I'm talking about the present situation at hand. And you have a situation also on top of it where the locals are either not having any children or having one or two, and the immigrants come here, and within a year they have also, not only they're coming with 2 or 3 or 5, 6 kids, but they're also pregnant with several more. But it's the case of survival of the fittest. Those who are the fittest will find a way to do what it takes to have what is theirs. Do what it takes. I suggest you go see the movie Oppenheimer and look what do what it takes means. You push someone to the extreme, expect the other extreme to come right at you like a freight train. All the best.